It's a great joy for me to welcome you to the new website of the Queen of Peace Foundation. This website, through which you will be able to make donations or sign up for volunteer work, is an opportunity for you to become more up-to-date and more involved in the important mission of the Queen of Peace Foundation. The Queen of Peace Foundation was established in 2008 at the direction of His Beatitude Patriarch Fuad Atwal, who was during his pastoral visit to San Francisco at that time. And it was during that time that he asked for us to find a way to be able to send funds to those who are most in need without having any fees deducted from those funds that were sent. And it was at that direction that the Reverend Father Andrew Johnson, Canon of the Holy Sepulchre of blessed memory, and Father Labib Qupti, the former pastor of the Arab American Catholic community at St. Thomas More in San Francisco, began to form the foundation, the Queen of Peace. And since that time, I have been honored to be the president of the foundation for about 10 years, from 2008 to 2018, when I finished my work in San Francisco. I can tell you that the Queen of Peace Foundation is like no other. It is a foundation that is established in order to help those who are most in need, both in the humanitarian and in the education sectors. The principal goal of the foundation is to respect the intent of the donor while fulfilling the needs of those who are most in need. And in that way, the foundation has been working to support many different projects and needs here in the Middle East, but also all over the world. Most recently, there has been a lot of work that is being done in Gaza through the Queen of Peace Foundation. Those people in Gaza whom we visited just last Christmas has been a great reminder of how much need there is and how much good you can do to help alleviate that need. And it's in that spirit that we ask you to participate in the work of the Queen of Peace Foundation. Since 2018, I've been able to see the foundation from another dimension, seeing that I am no longer on the board. But I am in great contact and collaboration with the people who are there, working hard to make sure that the mission entrusted to them is continued till this day. And in that way, I can tell you that on this end, the receiving end of the assistance that we receive, there's a great work that is being done and a lot of work to follow up on all of the end projects that have been working throughout the world. Finding people who they can work with, people they can tie their efforts and energies with, and make sure that there is a connection that is maintained with the Christians of the Holy Land and those who are most in need. Jesus Christ reminds us, every time I was hungry or thirsty, naked or a stranger, you cared for me. And they asked him, when did we see you hungry or thirsty, naked or a stranger? Every time he said, that you have done these things to the least of my brethren, you have done them for me. And the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Queen of Peace, reminds us all, do whatever he tells you. And at that inkling, we ask you also to do what you can to help support the mission of the Queen of Peace Foundation.